Yeah,
For that one, right?
I, yeah, I read that,
You read
and
that one?
I honestly felt
Yeah, let's do that one.
what was the excuse to be made for her being absent from consequences for saying something like that? Like, 'cause she a
Mm,
teacher or 'cause she's white? Like, 'cause if it was the reversal, like if it was like a black teacher and a white student, he would have been under
Would have
fire
been
like
hella
a motherfucker.
consequences.
You know what I'm saying? Or even a
Right.
lady. But I mean, it's crazy 'cause like that's something that really used to happen. Like they really used to ride
right,
around, kidnap niggas, and
right.
hang them on trees. And you sitting here joking about this, like,
Right.
and like it's no telling what this little boy might have read or what he might feel like. Like you just like that could have been trouble on both ends. 'Cause what if he would have came back to school the next day like, all right, how about I hang you? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
how you even gonna have damn what's the word
Audacity.
audacity to say something like that to somebody, and you supposed to be an example to them, but basically you basically just said my life don't matter and I should like it's cool if I was to get hanged, like, but then it'd be like, oh, I didn't really mean to say what I intended to mean what I said. No, you said it. We know exactly what
Mm.
you meant. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how they just sweep that type of shit under the rug, and then it's like it's that's disgraceful. And the mom definitely was right by
Mm.
pursuing that. Mm.
All right.
All I
So,
got to say it,
all right. Go ahead.
that honestly that upset me very much, and some definitely like it need to be more eyes open to that, because how they could just walk around
Mm.
saying shit like that, but then we can't even like as a student we can't even have an opinion and argue with you back. Like, hold on, bitch, like that shit fucked up
Mm.
you just said to me, because it's, oh, I'm the teacher, you the student, shut the fuck up, get out, go to the principal. Fuck that. You ain't finna talk to me like I'm
Right.
no bitch.
Right.
All
Right.
right, all right. So you want consequences and discipline of the teacher.
Definitely, because you think about back in the day, like not even back in the day, but like just recently,
Mm.
like people is being punished for like just
Mm.
speaking out against shit,
Yeah.
and
We've
especially
been
about
getting it
equality.
for a
And
long
yeah, like I really read up on that. Like that shit was like a sport. Like they used to hang niggas for a sport. Like,
time.
and they didn't give two fucks about it. They used to laugh about the shit. So I mean, for her to say something like that, it's just crazy. And then the fact that nobody does nothing about it shows you that the school system and the justice system, they don't give a fuck about no black people. They probably thinking like, oh, it's just words. It can't hurt them. But what type of effect do you think that might have on a kid like that? Like, he might
Mm.
start killing white people or something. You know what I'm saying? Go on a spree.
All right, got you, loud and clear.
Here.
Lady Linda, you feel the same as Claude? You want justice? You want discipline? You think it's messed up? You think it's a double standard? How you feel?
Mm. I honestly believe that holding somebody accountable for something like that, I mean, you could do it, but at the same time, what I've noticed is that people like to bandwag, right?
People like to
So
do what?
if some bandwag, jump on the bandwagon,
Oh, right,
right?
right.
So if you hold that person accountable for something, and then somebody else turns around and do it, are you going to continue to do it? You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of consistency in these punishments, and whatever you want to call it, for these people who are doing this stuff.
Oh, I just thought of
So,
something. Because me and Claude was in the same ninth grade class, so yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, I'm listening. Go
hey,
ahead.
Hey, matter of fact, speaking on racial inequality, let's talk. I don't know if Harry was you and Max Hayes when I got kicked out.
I don't know. What grade?
It was like 9th or 10th.
Oh yeah. I was in there till like 11, so I was there.
I forgot what was the dude's name. He was an Italian math teacher. Mr. Frederick.
Man, listen, man. So many stories on Fred. That's why I wanted to let Linda talk first, because we can go in on Fred all day. Go ahead, let Linda say her piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought he was in the same Mr. Fred class.
Honky bitches. Sorry.
What are you
talking about?
Let me inform you on the shit we used to go through in school with this fucking teacher. Like, he was just so assholish. Like, he would just say shit that
he had AD.
Really makes you want to stab him. Like, one day he was like, oh wow, we was doing like a math problem or something, and it was asking something about circumferences of pools or something, and he made a joke about, oh, you guys won't know nothing about that because you don't got pools in the ghetto. Like, what? Like, hold on, wait. How do you know we don't got pools in the hood? Like, you just assuming because we poor and black.
I got a pool up the street from my house.
This was the shit he used to say, and it was like he smirk about it, like, haha. Like,
that smirk. That nigga did used to smirk.
So I confronted him about it, and it was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. So I tried to tell the principal. I tried to inform everybody what was going on, and they just brushed me off like, oh, fuck what he said. So I took it upon myself to get revenge, and I fucked up his car.
Swear, you did?
Shut the fuck up.
That's why I got kicked out, because I fucked up his car.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And I flattened all his tires and shit.
Swear.
And come to think about it, the fucking white boy, the little skinny motherfucker, always used to be begging to smoke and his cigarettes. That bitch snitched on.
Ooh, don't white boys good for snitching. Damn.
I ain't gonna lie though, like, I feel like I should have left that shit alone, but it was like, it got to a point where it's like,
my nigga
that was like the last straw.
Who knows? 9th grade. But like, let me say my piece then, cause no, go ahead, Linda, go ahead. I don't want to go out of order. As soon as this nigga get done smoking,
shit.
What the fuck?
Say what?
I wish you was.
Oh man.
What?
Linda, where you at?
I don't know where I'm at.
Man,
I've been trying to figure that shit out for the longest time, man.
Man, me and Claude had to reminisce real quick. All right, I apologize. All right.
I'm sorry. I feel like you know, on that whole topic and the general and aspect, it's like, I feel like white people get away with murder.
All right. Linda, I gotta cut you off, Claude. Linda, she had her chance. She can come around the corner when she want. But this is what I got to say on it. I mean, y'all might not like this, man, but I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't because and before I even remember, me and Claude was in the same, you know what I'm saying, 9th grade together. Before I even remember that, I was gonna say I went to Cleveland public fucking schools. And the shit I heard come out these teachers' mouth that they was never supposed to say, no, it fazed me. And we talking about Fred. It was a nigga in the Max Hayes 10 times worse than Fred named Mr. fucking Virgilio. Alright? And the shit
I hated Mr. Virgilio.
And the shit that he said, bro, like my father, you know, he's a strong individual and he's a sailor and shit that come out his mouth.
That's who I'm talking about, Mr. Virgilio.
Oh, you keyed his car, not Fred?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, niggas used to piss in his coffee, all types of shit, man. You was probably the one who did that. I heard somebody did that, but he ain't say no name. But like, what I'm trying to say is this right here. Me, on the other hand, if you put me on a platform, I might cuss a motherfucker out and say you honky bitch. You know what I'm saying? You motherfucker devil, you yada yada yada. And that's my right to say that from my First Amendment speech. And the backlash I get from it can be criticism, but don't try to knock me off my job. Don't take my job away from me. But on the flip side, we can understand this lady was a teacher and she was dealing with kids. And only thing I want to say to that is that, look, man, I'm not from the burbs. You know, like, people don't speak nice since I was a kid. I ain't heard adults talk politically correct. I never heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? They always kept it real, and they didn't like you. And even my teachers. So I'm not even used to teachers being nice and pretending. You know, they tell you the real too. So if this lady was a racist bitch and some shit slipped out of her mouth, I love it. Be you. So when you say that shit and I call you a white devil bitch and say my Messiah is coming back to kill you, your kids, your daddy, your nephews, and all that, don't get mad at me. You feel me? So listen. For her to talk her shit, fine. That gives me the right for me to talk my shit. So all I'm saying is that be who you are and keep it real.
That is very wrong.
So all right, I understand that. I understand people is going to agree where I stand, but all I'm saying is that if I don't have no kids, so maybe I might be looking at this from a different perspective. Y'all have children, I don't.
Right.
So if my son came home and said my teacher said something about lynch, like how do I handle this shit?
Murder a bitch.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like if we never get justice with the system. And I'm used to that. So I don't seek justice through the system. If they don't suspend the bitch, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to have a talk with her. What you said was wrong, don't say it again. And the bitch gets smart. All right, bitch, how old is you, a 40-year-old bitch? I know a black 40-year-old bitch that will put hands on you and beat your ass. So we going to get justice one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're not going to do it again. But my whole thing is that we got bigger fish to fry than to cry and pout about these teachers who some foul shit might slip out their mouth. But we do understand that the person in charge sets the tone for the rest of the people, like a supervisor at a job. So if he's an asshole, the rest of the people is going to be an asshole. If the teacher's an asshole, the students might be an asshole to the other person. But that's... And you might not get no justice. And we black. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we don't get fucking justice. So I'm not tripping. The whole thing is look, man, I'm gonna tell my kids straight up. You like, this is a learning lesson. You this is gonna help you build character, and you realize now what you are up against in this world. You know, so understand these white people are devils. They natural devils. But guess what? You gonna go to school. You gonna get grades, and you're not gonna fuck none of these white bitches.
They still not gonna give a fuck about you at the end of the day.
That's still what?
They still not gonna give a fuck about you at the end of the day, no matter.
But who's seeking their attention for them to validate us to give a fuck about? We don't give a fuck what they think. We already know what they think. Only thing I'm trying to say, like what like listen, I heard Fred say this. Ninth grade. Fred said, she told all the horny little boys in the 9th grade class, do what I do and just go get you a goat or a sheep. And the crazy thing is that this motherfucker lived on a farm with goats and sheep. And then and then he talk about his daughter. He told us, he like, yeah, my daughter's like 20 something years old and she's just a piece of pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we 14 years old, and then like Mr. Virgilio, my auto body teacher, I guess the man who Claude talking about, man, the shit that used to come out his mouth, like he would tell us straight up, like call us names, all types of shit. But like, what you gonna do? Cry about it? Yeah. He used to say all types of, like, what you gonna do? Cry about it? Like, no, fuck that shit. Like they kill us down in the streets. We get no justice, and that's why I be telling my boys, like, look, and the scriptures it says, if you kill my brother and I see you, I got the right to gun you down. You know what I'm saying? So if you kill my brother and you do something wrong against my brother, I just might gun you down. When I'm in court,
I got to kill you.
yeah. So when I'm in court and they talk about this Constitution and this country was set up on the Bible, which it was, then I have the right to plead my case with the Bible. So all I'm saying
But
is
it
that.
was for white people. The Constitution was made for white people, not for black people.
But all right, that's a different story. But what I'm trying to say, but you got a lot of black
Country
people.
was constructed for white people.
I just watched the 13th Amendment on Netflix on how one of the Panthers beat their case by using the Constitution. So like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is that we don't get justice in none of these European systems. So all I'm saying is that you have to be equipped to deal with it, and you can't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
Okay.
Why we can't have our own system? Like, why we can't have our own system?
First of all, we can't have our own system. We don't have our own system because there's too many people out here saying, if this nigga hurt me, I'm going to go back and hurt him. We got too many people going against each other in the black community on purpose, obviously. So it's not going to be easy to come together and do something like that. I know, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing is constructed it's for our what's the word I'm gonna use? Democracy is backfiring because we the majority.
I don't know what you're saying. Oh shit, that's my roach from the other day.
But to acknowledge what you were saying about what the kids that don't cry about it and, kind of suck it up or however you were trying to say it. Like, I don't agree with that idea. Like, I feel like that's bullshit. You shouldn't have to go to school. You shouldn't have to go anywhere and have to constantly be on guard as to whether or not somebody's going to say something to assault you or hurt you or do this or do that. You shouldn't have to do that, especially as a kid.
All I'm saying is go about the system, and if you get no justice, try to seek justice in your own particular way, like my man's Claude did. My nigga ain't like what old boy said, so he sought justice in his own way. He had to deal with the consequences, but
Right. But see, what I hear right now, right? All I hear from both of y'all right now is a lot of anger towards that situation. And I do exactly. And that's a lot of anger.
Because it's like, how can you say that?
I'm not angry.
How can you say that to a child, though?
Okay.
Like,
and then that's the point that I'm saying. You can't say no shit like that to no kid and think that shit is cool.
Man, I'm just used to it.
That's all I'm saying. It's not cool.
This is America, man. This is America, man. This country is based off of bloodshed, racism, lynching, all types of wild, crazy shit. Let's not forget who we are and where we come from. So sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I would never raise my child to be offended by what that white bitch said. I laugh at that bitch. All right, bitch, apologize right fucking now. And if you don't, I'm throwing a fucking brick through your window when you sleep. All right, and hopefully I don't get caught. But at the same time, I'm a but I take that upon my own. I take that upon my own hands as justice is not served. But I teach my kids, like, look, this is America. We have racist people out here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So it is what it is. All I'm saying, I'm not gonna cry about the shit. And it's really, to me, it's no big fucking. I don't say it's no big deal. But man, who fucking cares? I don't fucking care. I don't say it's no big deal. But man, who fucking cares? I don't fucking care. I don't keep it real with you. I don't care.
So what if it was you though? Right. Like what if it was you and she was like, "Oh, you deserve to be lynched, you black nigger piece of shit."
That shit probably turn me on.
Even though that's probably not what she.
All right, ooh, this.
This nigga Harry retarded.
I was like, say it again, baby. Oh, put some lipstick. No, but no, for real though, some real shit.
Shut up.
No,
honestly, listen. No, you calm your angry ass down.
Why you keep calling me angry, man? That's what the white man wants you to do. Think I'm angry. I'm not fucking angry.
The white man.
See, Nick,
I'm angry. So I know you angry. You ain't gotta be no white man, no black man. That ain't about to want you to be angry. No, I'm angry. This shit pisses me off.
So what about all the damn people that's been recently killed in the past 6-7 months by white police
Man, if you don't like the shit, move to fucking Africa. All right. If you don't like the shit.
But Africa is worse because
shit.
Well, shit. I would say Africa is worse because they police is black, and they definitely don't give a fuck about each other over there.
Man, Africa is a huge fucking continent, man. They got some nice pockets over there.
And he said that shit is worse over there. Like
his country, probably.
And they don't give two fucks about you because at the end of the day, in their mind, we the fucking police. We could do what the fuck we want, and you can't do shit about it. That's the whole issue.
Man, I know plenty of people from Africa, man. That's not in every community.
I'm saying the police in general need to restructure their system on how they treat people, how they deal with situations.
No, the fuck they don't.
No, because you can't tell me as a police officer, I could be like, shut the fuck up, nigger boy. As soon as I be like, hey, motherfucker, you can't talk to me like that. And you come and sit here and tell me, oh, I can't cuss at you, but you just call me all types of names and shit. And
so what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That nigga got a gun in the badge. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to you, man.
Yeah, if I ain't got no gun, it's a different story. But if I got a gun, I ain't going for that shit. I'm sorry. You police or not, I'm not going for that shit.
Man, this is their country, bro. You gotta understand, like, this is their country. They fucking cousin is the judge. They fucking uncle is the lawyer.
Do you feel like black people as a race is waking up, and do you feel like one day we gonna take this shit over? That's what I want to know.
That's facts.
Because
I feel like it's inevitable.
With the stuff like the Hebrew stuff, how the people be downtown talking about, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's actually helping, you know what I'm saying? And it's really waking people up because you know what I'm saying, more people is getting more conscious about what's
and guess what they're reading?
Wait. I'm taking a educated guess. I want to say the Quran or the New King James.
My brother, you got a long way to go though. We're gonna get you there though. We're gonna get you there. Stick with me. But check this out. They reading the Bible, and majority of them brothers is reading the King James version. And when you when you go,
just saying, motherfucker.
Yeah, you said the Quran first. But let me help you out though. And if you were to go to, I believe Matthew 6 or 7, one of those, you would read that agree quickly with your adversary, lest they throw you in jail, and when they throw you to the jail, you have to see the judge, and you don't get out in many days. I'm paraphrasing. So when you read the scriptures, it tells you when you're in a situation and you know the authority is over you, agree quickly with your adversary, because the people who don't agree quickly with their adversary, they get a bullet in their head, they want to yap off out their mouth, they get thrown in the jail, they run your name, you got warrants. If you just talk to them like you got some sense, the scriptures tell you how to maneuver and operate in captivity. So all I'm saying is, like, I know who I am, I know where I'm at, and I know I'm getting my black ass home tonight to my family. You understand? So all I'm saying is that, like, man, once you understand what's going on, like, man, this is their fucking country. Let them have their kingdom. My kingdom is to come. It's not here yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping. You know, that's why the podcast is called Babylon's Finest, because the world is messed up, but we ain't tripping though. All I'm saying is I'm not tripping, man. Like I know who I am. You treat me like a second-class citizen, but the book I read says I am above all nations. All nations. You know what I'm saying?
I want.
You mean that book that you read that was written by a white man's hand?
See.
Oh,
Linda.
It's true. Be honest.
At the same time, the Bible do got a lot of actual good facts in it.
It's a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of good stuff in the Bible.
This version of the Bible is.
You know what? We're gonna wrap Listen. We're gonna wrap this topic up. This was a beautiful topic, Lady Linda. I appreciate your little 2 cents at the end. We ain't gonna go there. That shit no there. Claude, you brought it home. I appreciate the input, and we're gonna wrap it up, end it, and I'm gonna call y'all back with another topic because this was supposed to be for 10 minutes.
Black Power.